All right, this is SAT Prep. We're doing Test 3, Section 3, and this is number 11. So this figure is not drawn to scale. You can assume that unless you are specifically told the figure is not drawn to scale, right? So in this picture, it looks like all of the angles are exactly the same, and we are warned that they are not. So in the figure above, the lines K, L, and M intersect at a point. If x plus y equals u plus v, which of the following must be true? Okay, so x plus y, these together, right? They are apparently equal to u plus w, right? So these are the same. Okay. So here's what we know. X has to be the same as t, right? So here are some facts, right? Because of vertical angles, I know some things. I know that x has to be equal to t. I know that y is a vertical angle with u, so y has to be equal to u, right? And I know that z has to be the same as w, right? That has nothing to do with the other information. This is all just because they are vertical angles, right? Because those are lines that intersect. So I know that they're all the same. So what do we know now using this other statement they gave us? Well, x plus y, so we're given that x plus y is the same as u plus w. Well, if I go ahead and replace the fact that I know that y is the same as u, if I make this a y, then I can recognize that that tells me that x has to equal w. So that's true, okay, but that's not one of the choices. So that we know x is the same as w. But since we know that x is the same as w, we were also told that w is the same as z. So that means that x is the same as w is the same as z. All three of them have to be the same, right? So x is the same as z. Cool, that's true, all right? The other piece of information I have, right? So I've got that one. The other piece of information that I have is that x is the same as t. Well, x is the same as t, right? Which we know is also the same as w is the same as z. Cool. Z is the same as t. Cool. So the last question is, so we know 1 is definitely true and we know 3 is definitely true. So I can cross off anything that doesn't involve 1 or 3. So this one's crossed off, right? So, and I can cross off A because we know 3 works. So the question really now is, does 2 work? Is 2 true? So is y the same as w? Well, for y to be the same as w, we know that y is the same as u. And we know that w is the same as z. At no point, so we've already used that these two are the same and these two are the same, and this gives us the information that x and w are the same. So all 4 of these have to be the same. But at no point are we given anything to relate the other 2 angles. So here's what we know. Let's go back and erase this for a sec to show what we know. So we now officially know that x is the same as t. So let me just mark the angles in red that we know. So x is the same as t because they're vertical angles. But we know that x is also the same as z and w. We know those angles are the same, right? We don't have any information about y and u other than the fact that these 2 equal each other, but we have no information about the relationship between them and the other angles. That's just not information we're given. So we don't know that 2 is true, which means it has to be B.